We're starting off with getting the erosion control done on the site, meaning we put the poly over the side to protect the sidewalls from any kind of weathering so none of the dirt collapses. In addition to just using the poly for erosion control, you gotta keep in mind, if there's a fence along the property line on a deep excavation like this, it's always good to have some kind of a support to keep that fence from having any movement, because once it gets loose, it has a tendency of loosening all the soil beneath the post as well. So the more stable it is throughout the construction, the longer this will stay up. So on this site, we're working with a little bit different parameters. This site is actually only about 30 feet wide, making our working room even less. So can you imagine from the cut line to the actual working area is only got about 30 inches of working space, making all that room on the bottom very valuable for the next couple of weeks before we can backfill. So the framers are now putting the shoring so none of the dirt collapses for our safety as well. In reality, we're working with some very, very close quarters. In the past, we used to bring our own pole, stick it in the ground, get the electrician to come fit it with all the parts that he needs to get the inspection done. Now, one phone call, the guy brings his truck along, the big drill, augers into the ground, clamps onto the pole and sticks it right in, all done in less than 1 hour. Now, typical timeline to connect the power is leave up to about 10 days from the date of application and inspection. So when you're doing your construction scheduling, make sure you have some kind of a temporary generator on site before this gets powered up to give you full online power for the rest of the project. So while my guys are just setting up the sides, waiting for the geotech to show up, once he does, he clears the project. The surveyor can show up next to pin out the locations, and we're off to the races.